Emotions arise from our judgments about events, not from the events themselves. To control your emotions, you must first understand this truth. Marcus Aurelius. In a world that often feels like a tempest, where emotions surge and crash like relentless waves, the ability to control one's emotions is not just a skill, it's a form of mastery. Imagine, for a moment, being able to remain calm and resolute in the face of life's storms, unaffected by the chaos around you. This might seem like a distant ideal, but it is within reach through the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. Stoicism, a philosophy born in the halls of ancient Greece and Rome, offers a path to emotional mastery that is as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. The Stoics understood that while we cannot control external events, we can control how we perceive and respond to them. This insight is the key to unlocking a life of tranquility and inner strength. In this video, we will delve into 7 Stoic lessons, secrets if you will, that hold the power to transform your relationship with your emotions. These are not abstract teachings, but practical tools that can be applied to the challenges you face every day. As we explore each lesson, you will begin to see how a true believer of Stoicism navigates the world with grace, resilience, and an unshakable sense of peace. 1. Perception. The art of seeing without distortion. Illustration. Picture yourself walking through a dense fog. The world around you is blurred, your vision obscured by the mist. Every shadow seems threatening, every sound distorted. Now imagine that with a single breath you clear your mind. The fog dissipates, and you see the world as it truly is. This is the power of correct perception, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Perception is the lens through which we view the world, and it has the power to shape our reality. The Stoics believed that most of our suffering comes not from external events, but from how we perceive and interpret those events. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, famously wrote, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." This profound insight teaches us that by changing our perception, we can change our experience of life. Scenario. Imagine someone at work undermines your efforts, spreading rumors that tarnish your reputation. Your initial reaction might be anger, frustration, or even despair. But what if instead of reacting impulsively, you paused and re-examined the situation? What if you chose to see it not as a personal attack, but as an opportunity to demonstrate your integrity and resilience? By shifting your perception, you strip the event of its emotional charge and gain the power to respond with wisdom and grace. Strategy. To control your emotions through perception, practice the art of detachment. When faced with a challenging situation, take a step back and observe your initial reactions without judgment. Ask yourself, is this truly as bad as it seems? What can I learn from this? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values? Over time, this practice will become second nature, allowing you to navigate even the most difficult situations with clarity and composure. Stoic reflection. The Stoics taught that our perceptions are like a mirror. They reflect the world as we choose to see it. By polishing this mirror, by clearing away the distortions of fear, anger, and desire, we can see the world in its true light. This clarity of vision is the first step towards mastering our emotions. Stoic. Quote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Epictetus. 2. Mindfulness. Living in the present moment. Illustration. Imagine carrying a heavy burden, a sack filled with the regrets of yesterday and the anxieties of tomorrow. Each step is a struggle, the weight pressing down on you, slowing your progress. Now, picture yourself setting down this burden, standing tall, and taking a deep breath. You feel the wind on your face, hear the birds singing, and for the first time, you are truly present in the moment. The second Stoic lesson is mindfulness, being fully present in the here and now. The Stoics understood that the present moment is all we truly have, and that dwelling on the past or worrying about the future only serves to rob us of our peace and power. Epictetus, one of the most prominent Stoic philosophers, advised, "Do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well." Scenario. Consider the example of someone who is constantly preoccupied with thoughts of past failures or future challenges. They might find themselves lost in a cycle of regret and anxiety, unable to focus on the tasks at hand. This lack of presence not only diminishes their effectiveness, but also heightens their stress. Now, imagine this person learning to anchor themselves in the present moment, to fully engage with whatever they are doing right now, whether it's working, spending time with loved ones, or simply enjoying a quiet moment of reflection. The result is a profound sense of peace and increased productivity. Strategy. To cultivate mindfulness, start by incorporating simple practices into your daily routine. Begin each day with a few moments of deep, mindful breathing. Throughout the day, check in with yourself. Are you fully present, or are you lost in thought? When you notice your mind drifting to the past or future, gently bring it back to the present. This could be as simple as focusing on your breath, feeling the ground beneath your feet, or engaging fully in a conversation. Over time, these small practices will help you develop a strong sense of mindfulness, allowing you to live more fully in each moment. Stoic reflection. The Stoics believed that true happiness is found in the present moment, free from the distractions of past regrets and future worries. By cultivating mindfulness, we can learn to appreciate the beauty and richness of life as it unfolds, rather than constantly yearning for something else. This practice not only enhances our emotional well-being, but also strengthens our ability to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and grace. Stoic. Quote, "He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary." Seneca. Acceptance. Embracing what you cannot change. Illustration. Imagine standing on the shore of a vast ocean, waves crashing relentlessly against the rocks. You could try to fight the waves, to push them back with all your might, but it would be a futile effort. The ocean is far greater than you, and your resistance only leads to exhaustion. Now picture yourself stepping back and observing the waves, accepting their power, and finding peace in your place on the shore. This is the strength that comes from acceptance. Acceptance is the third Stoic lesson, and it is perhaps one of the most challenging to embrace. The Stoics taught that much of our suffering comes from our resistance to reality, from our desire to control things that are, by nature, beyond our control. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom teaches us that by accepting what we cannot change, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and open the door to inner peace. Scenario: imagine you've lost something dear to you, a job, a relationship, or even a loved one. The pain of this loss is real, and the desire to change the past is strong. But no amount of wishing or regret can bring back what is gone. Now, consider the alternative: accepting the loss as a part of life's natural cycle, finding meaning in the experience, and using it as an opportunity for growth. Strategy: to practice acceptance, begin by identifying the aspects of your life that are beyond your control. This could be anything from the behavior of others to past events to the inevitability of change. Once you've identified these areas, consciously release your desire to control them. This might involve journaling, meditation, or simply taking a moment to breathe and let go. Acceptance does not mean resignation. It means recognizing the limits of your control and choosing to focus your energy on what you can change: your thoughts, actions, and responses. Stoic reflection. The Stoics understood that acceptance is not about passivity, but about strength. The strength to face reality as it is, without being overwhelmed by it. By embracing what we cannot change, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life, finding peace in the midst of chaos. This practice allows us to conserve our energy for the things that truly matter, rather than wasting it on futile attempts to control the uncontrollable. Stoic. Quote: "The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have." Epictetus. Pater 4. Discipline, the path to mastery. Illustration: imagine a craftsman at work, carefully shaping a piece of wood into a beautiful sculpture. Each stroke of his chisel is deliberate, each movement precise. He works with patience and focus, knowing that the final product is the result of countless hours of disciplined effort. This is the discipline required to master not just a craft, but oneself. Discipline is the fourth Stoic lesson, and it is the foundation upon which all other virtues are built. The Stoics believed that without discipline, we are at the mercy of our impulses, swayed by fleeting desires and emotions. Discipline is what allows us to act in accordance with our principles, even when it is difficult or uncomfortable. Seneca, the Roman philosopher and statesman, emphasized the importance of discipline when he said, "Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power." Scenario: consider someone who struggles with procrastination, constantly putting off important tasks in favor of short-term pleasures. This lack of discipline leads to stress, missed opportunities, and a sense of dissatisfaction. Now, imagine this person developing the discipline to prioritize their long-term goals over immediate gratification. They set clear intentions, break tasks into manageable steps, and follow through with consistent effort. The result is not only greater productivity, but also a deep sense of fulfillment and self-respect. Strategy: to cultivate discipline, start by setting clear goals and breaking them down into specific, actionable steps. Create a routine that supports your goals and commit to it with determination. When you encounter resistance, whether it's the temptation to procrastinate, the fear of failure, or the discomfort of hard work, remind yourself of the larger purpose behind your efforts. Discipline is not about denying yourself pleasure, but about aligning your actions with your values and long-term aspirations. Over time, disciplined actions become habits, and those habits shape your character and your life. Stoic reflection. The Stoics taught that discipline is the key to freedom, the freedom to live in accordance with one's true nature, unburdened by the whims of desire and emotion. By cultivating discipline, we gain the power to shape our lives and our destinies, rather than being shaped by external circumstances. This practice is not about rigid self-denial, but about harnessing our inner strength to achieve our highest potential. Stoic. Quote, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." Jim Rohn. 5. Courage. Facing fear with fortitude. Illustration. Picture a soldier standing at the edge of a battlefield, the roar of conflict all around him. He feels fear, as any human would, but he does not let it control him. Instead, he draws upon his inner strength, stepping forward with resolve, knowing that courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. This is the courage that Stoicism teaches, a courage that is not only physical but moral and emotional as well. Courage is the fifth Stoic lesson, and it is essential for living a life of integrity and purpose. The Stoics understood that life is full of challenges and uncertainties, and that to face these with grace and determination requires courage. Epictetus taught, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." This statement underscores the Stoic belief that true courage is not found in words, but in actions, in the choices we make every day to live according to our values, even in the face of adversity. Scenario. Imagine someone who is faced with a difficult decision, standing up for what is right, even though it might cost them their job, their reputation, or their comfort. The fear of loss is real, but so is the desire to live in accordance with one's principles. Now picture this person choosing courage, speaking out against injustice, or taking a stand for their beliefs. The outcome may be uncertain, but the act of courage itself brings a profound sense of strength and integrity. Strategy. To cultivate courage, begin by identifying the areas in your life where fear holds you back. This could be the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, or the fear of loss. Once you've identified these fears, challenge them by taking small, deliberate actions that push you out of your comfort zone. Practice speaking your truth, even when it's uncomfortable. Take risks that align with your values, even when the outcome is uncertain. Over time, these acts of courage will build your confidence and resilience, allowing you to face even greater challenges with fortitude. Stoic reflection. The Stoics believed that courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to act in spite of it. By cultivating courage, we learn to embrace the challenges of life as opportunities for growth rather than as threats to be avoided. This practice allows us to live with integrity and purpose, unafraid of the uncertainties that life may bring. Stoic. Quote, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." Franklin D. Roosevelt. 6. Wisdom. The guide to right action. Illustration. Imagine a wise elder sitting by the fire, sharing stories of a life well lived. Each story is filled with lessons learned, not just through study, but through experience, reflection, and the application of knowledge. This is the wisdom that Stoicism values, not merely theoretical knowledge, but practical understanding that guides right action. Wisdom is the sixth Stoic lesson, and it is the compass that directs all other virtues. The Stoics believed that wisdom is the highest good because it enables us to live in harmony with nature, to make decisions that are in alignment with our true nature, and to act in ways that are just and beneficial to all. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This reflects the Stoic belief that wisdom is not just about knowing what is right, but about doing what is right. Scenario. Consider someone who is faced with a moral dilemma, whether to prioritize their own interests or to act for the greater good. The easy choice might be to take the path of least resistance to do what benefits them in the short term. But wisdom calls for a different approach, one that considers the long-term consequences, the impact on others, and the alignment with one's principles. Now, imagine this person choosing the path of wisdom, making a decision that is not only beneficial in the short term, but also contributes to their long-term growth and the well-being of those around them. Strategy. To cultivate wisdom, start by seeking knowledge from a variety of sources: books, mentors, experiences, and reflections. But don't stop there. Wisdom is not just about accumulating knowledge. It's about applying that knowledge in your daily life. Practice making decisions that are in alignment with your values, even when they are difficult. Reflect on your actions and their outcomes and learn from your experiences. Over time, this practice will help you develop a deep sense of wisdom that guides your actions and decisions. Stoic reflection. The Stoics believed that wisdom is the foundation of a virtuous life, the guiding light that helps us navigate the complexities of the world. By cultivating wisdom, we learn to make decisions that are not only beneficial to ourselves, but also to those around us. This practice allows us to live in harmony with nature, to act with integrity, and to contribute to the greater good. Stoic, quote, "The function of wisdom is to discriminate between good and evil." Marcus Tullius Cicero. 7. Gratitude. The secret to emotional resilience. Illustration. Imagine a garden filled with blooming flowers, each one a testament to the care and attention it has received. Now picture yourself walking through this garden, appreciating the beauty around you, feeling a deep sense of gratitude for the abundance of life. This is the power of gratitude, the final Stoic lesson and perhaps the most transformative. Gratitude is the 7th Stoic lesson, and it is the secret to emotional resilience. The Stoics understood that gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, creating a sense of contentment and joy that is not dependent on external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius urged, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars and see yourself running with them." This reflects the Stoic belief that by cultivating gratitude, we can find happiness and fulfillment regardless of our external situation. Scenario. Consider someone who feels dissatisfied with their life, constantly comparing themselves to others who seem to have more. This comparison leads to feelings of envy, frustration, and discontent. Now, imagine this person shifting their focus to the blessings in their life. Family, friends, health, opportunities, and even the small joys of daily life. As they practice gratitude, their perspective shifts, and they begin to feel a deep sense of contentment and joy. This emotional resilience allows them to navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. Strategy. To cultivate gratitude, begin by making it a daily practice. Start or end each day by reflecting on the things you are grateful for, no matter how small. Write them down in a journal or simply take a moment to appreciate them in your mind. When you find yourself feeling stressed, anxious, or discontent, shift your focus to the things you are grateful for in that moment. This practice will help you develop a deep sense of gratitude that can transform your emotional landscape, allowing you to find joy and contentment in all circumstances. Stoic reflection. The Stoics believed that gratitude is the key to a life of fulfillment and inner peace. By cultivating gratitude, we learn to appreciate the beauty and abundance of life rather than constantly yearning for more. This practice not only enhances our emotional resilience, but also strengthens our relationships, our sense of purpose, and our overall well-being. Stoic. Quote, "He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have." Socrates. Conclusion. In mastering these 7 Stoic lessons, perception, mindfulness, acceptance, discipline, courage, wisdom, and gratitude, you unlock the profound power to control your emotions. Life's tempests may rage around you, but with these tools, you stand resilient, a beacon of inner strength amidst chaos. Stoicism does not advocate for the denial of emotions, but for their mastery. It teaches us to live in harmony with nature and to accept the things we cannot change while focusing our energy on what we can. By embracing the wisdom of the Stoics, you cultivate a life of tranquility and purpose, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. As you apply these lessons in your life, remember that the journey towards emotional mastery is ongoing. Each step you take towards understanding and applying Stoic principles brings you closer to a state of inner peace and strength. Embrace the Stoic path and let it guide you to a life of resilience, clarity, and fulfillment.